Hello, welcome to a video of my finds for flea market finds for Sunday, September 17th, 2017. So I didn't find many things, but there were nice things. At one table, I found 6 45s. The lady had 3 boxes of albums, nothing I didn't already have, but the 45s had a few vintage 45s in the original sleeves, and I picked these 6. She accepted my offer of $1.50, so 25 cents each 45. So we have Little Richard on Mercury. He's not just a soldier. And the other side is Joy, 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 Down in My Heart. And then on a beautiful Mercury sleeve here, original sleeve. Here we have this one. I should have put at the end. That's the one I collect. Freddie Cannon on vinyl. Freddie Cannon, period. I love Freddie Cannon very, very much. I'm really lucky to have met him in person and got an autograph and a photo with him. Blue Plate Special, and for me and my gal. I'm really glad I got Blue Plate Special because I only have the US pressing with a crack in it on a polystyrene 45, so I'm really glad I got this. There's a little bit of groove wear throughout the records, but look how clean those scratches. Wow, really happy. Then we have here Johnny and the Hurricanes. We have, well, this is the B-side again, in the original quality sleeve. We have, actually let's start with the, I suspect S1 for side 1, Farewell, Farewell, Johnny and the Hurricanes. And we have Traffic Jam. So then we got the Crystals, again on quality with the original quality sleeve. There's no other like my baby by the Crystals. And here we have Oh Yeah, Maybe Baby. Again, whoa, look at this. Wow, so clean. Here we have oops, that's the B side, wrong sleeve, but who cares. Rusty and Doug, Hey May, Hey May. And the other side is Diggy Liggy Low. And finally, what do we have on the real label? 3 Steps from the Altar by Shep and the Limelights. And the other side is Oh What a Feeling. So I'm starting to wonder, maybe I should have picked up the other 45s. I don't remember what they were, but I picked up the ones that I thought were needed in my collection. And then I kept looking around, and then some guy was starting to pull out his stuff. Thank goodness not everybody arrives at the same time at the flea market, and not everything is set up all at once. And he had just put out this. My brother, who's 3 years younger than I am, had this. Had gotten this in 1972, meaning that he was just a year and a half old. And I think we have a few photos of him sitting on it. So it's a Fisher-Price Creative Coaster, copyrighted 1964, I think. Let me just turn the light here. So I knew right away what it was. Actually, I had a hunch he had it because I was looking at the tables and I saw a bag of some of these parts, not all of these, and I knew what they were. And then I turned my head and I saw it, and I knew I was going to buy this unless the price was a bit too steep. So, and the squeaker still works. Not very well, but it still works. There we go. It's a little bit soft, but hell, it works. And the graphics are pretty cool. Not much damage to the graphics. A little dirt right here. I won't try to peel this off. Wow, look at the patina here and how it this thing hitting there. I never noticed that. Wow. And so we have the graphics there, plastic seat. This comes off. I actually removed it for transporting it in a bag for the rest of the flea market. And there we go. I'm amazed by the condition. Pretty clean. You can tell the kid who used this toy probably never played outside with it, because the wheels would be much more worn out than that. Creative coaster. Fisher Price made in USA 1987. Yeah, copyright 64. And here we have the front here. Let me just lift it. I almost forgot that this thing made noise when you rolled it. My father, who hated toys that make noise, probably managed to break the, or I don't know how he did that. He probably found a way to now the parts, and they're not all there. I have some lined up on the floor right here because the ones that were in a bag, a separate bag, were very filthy. I washed them. I forgot that there's tiny little holes in them and water went inside. So I realized that earlier. Thank goodness I did not put them inside the toy, inside the car. So right now I've placed them with the hole in the bottom, so the last drops inside will come out. But look at the parts and look at what's on the bed. And what I suspect is that probably because he found everything at the same house, and I suspect that the owner had two of these buggies, and one was gone, and both sets of parts were missing parts. When you put everything together, it's supposed to be 24 parts, 6 rods of 6 different colors, and for each color 3 parts, like a square, a triangle, and a circle. And even by putting everything together, I'm still missing 1 rod and 1 circle. I'm missing the orange rod, so there is no orange rod in this lot, and there's 2 blue triangles, and there's a red and there's a blue square right there. There's no round blue piece. The other thing is that what's different from the set my brother used to have is that he had the wooden sticks. I don't know if the plastic sticks are more recent or older than the wooden ones. I would tend to think that, but it doesn't add up. If it's really an older one, which could make sense because, well, I'm not sure if the Canadian, you see, I don't know, I didn't pull out photos to look at our photos because I'm surprised that it's all in English, no French little on it. So I'm wondering if the store maybe was owned or purchased in the States, or if we were still having toys with only English writing on them from Fisher Price. I have no idea, but I clearly remember that my brother had in the early 1972 had the wooden sticks. These are plastic, so I don't know if they're older or more recent. But it doesn't matter. It's oh, and I forgot. I didn't even. And when I was looking at it, so I want this thing. And because I collect vintage Fisher Price, not actively, like only when the price is right. I don't overpay. I don't like to pay top dollar for this stuff. But then I held it in my arms and said, okay, how much for this thing? And then I was waiting for the price, and he said $25. I said, that's fair, that's perfect. I was so afraid he would say something crazy like $60 or something like that. And the man was really nice and honest. He explained where he found it. So I said, okay, well, instead of I'll accept your $25 price if I can have the bag of parts, because most of the car had only a few parts. And then I got the box of other parts. I said, sure, you can put them together for $25. So I didn't hesitate. Didn't try to. I could have said, oh, it's missing 2 parts. How about $20? I don't regret not haggling at all the price, because man, you don't see it that often that clean. I know there's a bunch of them on eBay, but with shipping it's way more than that. I'm really happy. Just paid in Canadian. That's 25 Canadian dollars, and pay and pick up and leave with it. So I can't wait one day to put all my Fisher Price vintage stuff together. I'm pretty sure it's starting to be impressive. Well, I don't want to brag, because I know real collectors have way better Fisher Price stuff than I do, but I'm starting to have a lot of Fisher Price things, especially my movie viewer with the yellow cartridges. If anybody's watching this and collect the movie viewer cartridges, the yellow cartridge with the round little plastic that has real Super 8 film inside that you can play in both directions, I would like to swap some cartridges. I have about 20 doubles, and they're not all Mickey the Giant or Lonesome Ghost. I have several types of doubles and duplicates I want to swap. Although now I mentioned it over with the shipping fee, it would be kind of over. Well, we'll figure out a way. If you're local, you live in the Montreal area, leave me a comment or like contact me. Anyways, so I was really happy to find this. It was a nice weekend. Like, it took me forever. Tonight is actually the following Thursday night. I just finished. Had a lot of trouble making this video, and this camera is a piece of crap. A Kodak EasyShare 6160. And if the videos are too long, they're very hard to transfer, which means that I should cut right here. And thank you very much for watching, and let's put end on the image of my Freddy Cannon 45. Yay! Freddy Cannon!